Yeah, so Richard collateralizes his assets in order to have a low interest loan on it, and then use that money to afford the you know you know all the stuff he does. So, anyways, and the same way
Yeah.
liquid loans could afford hexagons to do the same thing with their PulseChain tokens.
You want to
And
explain like why there's advantage to that? I think a lot of people they hear, oh yeah, I can take a loan, but like why would you do that? Like why wouldn't you sell the asset? Can you just take a loan and what are the
right,
benefits?
so this is referred to as good debt, right? Like bad debt, for example, would be like taking on reckless credit card debt, where you think credit card is your, a free money swipe card, and just go around and just buy a bunch of stuff and then neglect the high interest rate that you're charged. So like that would be an example of bad debt because you're not really buying anything of value. You're just kind of buying, common goods or luxuries. But on the flip side, there's good debt. So, debt has like a lot of people are, a lot of people in the lower and middle class are afraid of the word debt, but it could be leveraged in a positive way. So example of good debt would be, for example, remortgaging your house or similar assets, um, with which the bank could give you a low interest loan for. And then you can sort of arbitrage your life in that let your asset appreciate, and the appreciation, you know if things continue to be the way they are, if your house continues to appreciate the way it's been appreciating, that should exceed the interest on the loan, and essentially you're left with a lot more money and a lot more kind of flexibility, as you've never kind of killed the golden goose that's laid the golden egg. You've just always kept it, but have been able to leverage it as collateral to have fiat money to go about your life. So the way
Yeah.
people get wealthy is they typically leverage this, and this is why inflation is also a big deal, because inflation essentially reduces debt. Typically, the people in the upper echelons of society um, have gained the system to the point where they have a ton of debt that's depreciating due to inflation, and then they're leveraging their low interest loans to go out and repeat the cycle of acquiring additional assets and or yield producing assets, and then scaling that. So it's a very scalable way to get wealthy in a relatively short amount of time by utilizing systems in the Western world to collateralize assets and extract value.